Apparently, there are politicians that are disappointed in the path they chose in life, but it always happens that way. The people that you disregard to get wherever it is that you want to be, you start to take notice at their accomplishments once you reach a certain pinnacle, and it's usually prior to retirement. I personally am in a different position because I was wise as a child. I've been held back pretty much my entire life by excuses. I'm the one that brought discrimination to light because when I was a child, that was the only excuse that they would give why I couldn't accomplish what I set out to accomplish. But you're merely a child. And I said, they said the same thing to little boy Jesus. And here I am again, and you all are telling me the same thing thousands of years later. Have you all no awareness to understand that God has a purpose for us? And although he gives man free will, that is because his is not doubtable. That's like a parent giving a child a bag of Doritos so that they can eat their own bag of Doritos, so that they won't even look at their bag regardless of its size. They had a bag of Doritos the size of their appetite, and we as adults have bags of Doritos the size of our appetite, so that all is greed are those that want to acquire that which is beyond their means and having any purpose for it and would let it go to waste. There's no point in being generous in Doritos to only feed the ants. So again, these politicians are highly offended because I can see their character. They're much like a sly wolf coming along looking at your sheep's pen. They want to know which one is the fat and juicy and plump is one, the one you would eat next. And they ignore that one. And then they're going to ask which one is next up. And they say it would be unfair to take your next meal. And that third scrawny one, that's the one they're going to act like they're preying upon only to get the fat, juiciest one. You see, what is occurring is once they see one man accumulate a certain or particular amount of wealth, they want to shave off the top. It is still stealing. What they want to do is they want to write up agreements amongst themselves, much like the beginning of Psalms. Hey, let's go and steal his money, and then we're going to say we're feeding the poor and clothing the young. It's still all false. There's only one doctrine that supersedes all doctrine that man has had the opportunity to display their penmanship in, and that is the Bible. All other documents support this document. So before you get into contracts and agreements, let's agree on the Bible, that God is real. Thank you. God bless.